Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com. I'm also the author of Fearless Tarot, How to Give a Positive Reading in Any Situation, which is due out from Llewellyn Books this October and is available for pre-order on Amazon. It is time for this month's Tarotscope, so thanks for joining me. This is going to be for the month of May, and I'm going to go through all the astrological signs. And in this first video, we're going to go over the 3 signs of Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. So if you're an Aries, or you have a lot of Aries in your chart, this first message is going to be for you. And the cards for Aries for May are the Chariot, very Aries-like card, the 9 of Pentacles, and then the Hangman. Okay, so a lot of powerful energy for Aries this next month. In the case of the Charioteer, he's leaving behind the walled city, and he's going out into the world. And you can see his chariot is being drawn by 2 sphinxes, which are creatures of mystery in ancient Egypt. And it's basically saying that you're going to be feeling like you're leaving your comfort zone this next month, Aries. However, the mystery is guiding you, and it's going to feel like there's these serendipitous things that all just fall into place. If you're thinking of doing anything in the advancement of your career or money, that 9 of Pentacles is saying that this is the month to do it. The 9 of Pentacles is associated with wealth or wealth consciousness. And on the card, you can see the woman who's got that falcon. And falcons are known for their focus, where they place their attention. And you can see the woman here has placed a hood over her falcon. And that's a symbol for her training her falcon and also in turn training her own focus and only focusing on the things that she wants more of and letting go of the things that she doesn't want more of. The 9 of Pentacles could just indicate that this is a really good time financially, or that there's some sort of sense that there's a victory or some sort of breakthrough with that Chariot card, which indicates that something is finally paying off. However, it still does caution with that Hangman card that you're going to want to keep an eye on your long-term goals. The Hangman is all about making sacrifices in the present that might be temporarily uncomfortable in order to ensure security or success in the long term. So this could be a time where you're really planning for the future in a major way, or where you really want to plant the seeds, sort of like that garden is implying on that 9 of Pentacles, and you need to be patient and wait while things are growing. The Hangman card is also a card of new perspective and turning things around and seeing them in a different way. The Hangman is upside down, which is giving him a whole new perspective about his life. It's helping him approach it from a different vantage point. And you can see that all the energy is pulling to his head, and it's starting to glow on the card. And so what this could really indicate is that this is a time to look at old problems in a new way and to be innovative with how you're approaching things, especially if it affects your pocketbook or your finances. Also, that Chariot is just always a symbol for victory. So this could be a time when you're really feeling like you're winning something or that something is finally going your way. The next sign we're going to go over is the astrological sign of Taurus. So if you're a Taurus or you have a lot of Taurus in your chart that's really prevalent, this is going to be the message for Taurus. And happy birthday to all the Tauruses out there. Our first card is the Empress. What a Taurus card. How perfect. Next, the 8 of Wands. And then finally, the 2 of Cups. So beautiful month for Taurus. First we see that Empress, and she is a symbol of abundance and security. And I like to say that whenever the Empress appears, worries can't exist anymore. She represents protection and safety. And this is just a wonderful time for Taurus to ground themselves in nature, or to even just open your window and allow a fresh breeze in. The Empress is always a card that symbolizes abundance and security over the long term, and she's really saying that things that you might have already planted seeds for in the past are finally bearing fruit. In fact, this might be a more productive month, especially as we get towards the tail end of the month of May for Taurus, especially with that 8 of Wands, which can sometimes indicate that events are speeding up. So it could be a time where suddenly a lot of activity is happening. The 8 of Wands is also a card of disseminating information very quickly. So it could indicate that there's a lot of incoming and there's a lot to deal with. And this is especially true in the realm of relationships, because we get that 2 of Cups card, which is all about partnerships and compromise and working with others again. It's also a card of opening your heart. And both the Two of Cups and the Empress card are associated with love or affection or care for other people. So it could be a time when you're going back and forth a lot, or doing a lot of communicating, or getting some new norms established in relationships. Whenever we see that Eight of Wands, though, it does indicate that although you've been sitting comfortably up until now, it will start to feel like things are speeding up. And there is just this energy of productivity that is starting to take root around you. An excellent month, however, for Taurus to compromise, work with partnerships, or also to ask for help if you're needing it on something that you're trying to manifest. Next, we are going to go into the astrological sign of Gemini. So if you're a Gemini, or you have a lot of Gemini in your chart, this is what you're going to want to keep in your mind for the month of May. And first we got the Wheel of Fortune, then the Ten of Wands, and then the Seven of Wands. Okay, so 2 10s, the Wheel of Fortune is trumps 10, and then the Ten of Wands is another 10. And this could just indicate that we're really looking at a time frame of the next 10 days, or the first 10 days of the month. That Wheel of Fortune just says that things are really up and down right now. There's a lot of chaotic energy, some of it good, some of it not so good, and you're just balancing both of these extremes. What Gemini needs to realize is that they're lifting something heavy. There's something that's on their back, or something that might be perceived as a burden, or something that they're investing in a lot, but they're almost at the finish line. You can see on that Ten of Wands that the figure is almost crossing that line. He's almost there. And so this could just indicate that this is a month where you're completing a project, or something that you've been working and toiling towards for a long time is finally culminating. And it's so important that you are confident with whatever it is you're trying to develop at this time. The Seven of Wands is all about standing up for yourself, and also revealing your uniqueness to the world despite opposition. You can see this man on the Seven of Wands who is the king of the mountain. He's at the top of the hill, and these nameless, faceless people are trying to knock him down a peg. And he is holding his ground. And so sometimes this card comes up when it's saying, hold your ground. Hold the ground, keep doing what you're doing, keep plugging away at it, keep working, you're almost at the finish line. And also to stand in your uniqueness. If you look closely at the Seven of Wands figure, he's actually wearing 2 different shoes. And this indicates that he's walking his own path. He's a nonconformist. He's doing his own thing. And so this card will often come up when it's important for you to be bold and to do things in a different way. This isn't the time to follow other people or do what other people expect or what they think you should do. Instead, that Seven of Wands is telling you to really just go towards what you know is true at this time, and not to give up the work that you're doing toward your goal. The Wheel of Fortune is always a lucky card, usually, so it will indicate that there is some sort of benefit or good luck that's going to come from hard work or plugging away at something, and also defending yourself or defending what it is your right to have. So the Seven of Wands does say to speak up, stand up for yourself, and also establish boundaries with others so that you will have a successful next month. And that is the end of video 1. I do hope you enjoyed it. And you can always find me at elliotoracle.com if you want to book a one-on-one session with me that goes into all of your individual cares or concerns. Otherwise, I hope you all have a very happy May and you stay safe and healthy. Take care.